News this morning, Anambra State government reiterates its commitment to caring for the elderly as Soludo receives more commendations for outstanding leadership. Wike declared displeasure over state of emergency in Rivers State as U.S. blames Russia, Ukraine over continued crisis. Hello, beautiful morning to you and welcome to Breakfast News on ABS Television. I am David Okwakwasili. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, we must join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to security operatives for better security of life and property. Remember the emergency numbers is 5311 or 080-02-20008. We begin from Anambra, where the Anambra State Commissioner for Special Duties, Barrister Beverly Bazin Kemdiche, has reiterated that the ministry was working towards sustainably mainstreaming elderly care into government policies and laws while taking care of their health care and social needs. She spoke at Anambra venue of Healthy Aging Promotions and Senior Citizens Work for Life for Anambra Central Senatorial Zone, which was organized by the National Senior Citizens Center, NSCC, in collaboration with the NSCC National Stakeholders Consultative Forum on Aging, Anambra State, and the Anambra State Government. Represented at the event, the Special Duties Commissioner noted that the present administration has done so much for the elderly in various communities, describing them as very important part of the society that should not be neglected. Barrister Bazun Kemdish emphasized that the event, which was also ongoing in other senatorial districts in the state and state of the Federation, was to raise awareness and sensitize the elderly on how to live healthy, while the Executive Secretary of Anambra State Primary Health Care Development Agency, pharmacist Chisom Uchem, who educated the elderly on need for daily exercise, drinking of water, sleeping and eating healthy foods, encouraged them to always have their health checked in order to live more better and healthy, even as she announced a free blood pressure, sugar, and other basic vital tests for people aged 65 and above at the Primary Health Care Center, Eziagege, Anambra. More commendations have continued to throw Governor Chukwuma Soludo's developmental projects and infrastructure in all sectors of the state economy. Such commendation came from the State Marshal General of the Anambra State Solution Marshals, Chief Titus Audo, who noted that there is no gain repeating what the governor has done in the state because it is evident in all areas ranging from road connectivity to all communities in the state, improved security architecture, construction of new government house, solution fund city, and numerous others, placing the state on a high pedestal. Chief Apudo noted that within 3 years in office, Governor Soludo has changed the narrative of the old by placing the state on the map, which he said has made the state an investor's hub, stating that now other states are coming to Anambra State to emulate Governor Soludo's style of leadership. He maintained that giving life to people in Okpoko seems to be the best of all, as a once slum community has now become a new heaven, thereby promoting healthy living, giving them hope of a better tomorrow, even as he said that the youth of the state have been engaged meaningfully through the One Youth, Two Skills initiative. The chairman of Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council and Traditional Ruler of Obosi, Wechidubemi Weka, has encouraged unemployed youths in Southeast geopolitical zones to embrace the ongoing army recruitment exercise to be gainfully employed and make the zone proud. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Okonkwo, has the rest of the story.
Weka, who made the call during a sensitization event recently organized for youth leaders and community heads at the Government House, Oka, by the Army Force Headquarters Recruitment Sensitization Team, regretted why people in the zone will on yearly basis leave their force lots for others to fill up identifying such as one of the major causes of the marginalization the Igbos are suffering in Nigeria, as they do not have enough representative in those vital areas.
We are reaching out to our young people. We are Nigerians. They are encouraged to join if you want. There's no discrimination, no marginalization. If you are marginalized, cry out. We, the royal fathers, are there to speak up to the government and say, our sons and daughters in the army, Igbo sons and daughters, are being marginalized. We will table it to the government and see that such a thing is not done. But our share in the army is being lost. And our young people are encouraged to make sure that that ceases to be.
The Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council chairman reminded the youths in the southeast of the need to take their rightful position in all sectors of the country without fear of marginalization or intimidation of any form. From Government House in Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has revealed that he pushed for the outright removal of Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, but it was President Bola Tinubu's intervention that ultimately spared the embattled governor. Speaking during a media chat in Abuja yesterday, Wike said that although he was displeased with the state of emergency declared in Rivers State, it was a decision that effectively saved Fubara from being ousted. Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers on March 18, 2025, suspending Governor Fubara, his deputy, and the legislature, and appointing an administrator, Vice Admiral Ibok Ibas. Wike, who has been a central figure in the political crisis rocking the state, insisted that the governor's position was already untenable before the president stepped in. The minister said he's ready for peace talks, claiming, however, that Fubara's advisors keep telling him not to embrace peace. Reports say the U.S. has warned it will abandon trying to broker a Russia-Ukraine peace deal within days unless there are clear signs a truce can be reached. According to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, they are not going to continue with this endeavor for weeks and months on end, adding that the U.S. had other priorities to focus on. Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022 and has placed a number of conditions on any potential ceasefire. Despite the Trump administration's initial confidence that it could secure a deal quickly, attempts to reach a full ceasefire have yet to materialize, with Washington blaming both sides. Remember that you can follow news and programs from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Radio Television Awka, and on Instagram and X at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Before we go, here are the main points again. We told you that the Anambra State government has reiterated its commitment to caring for the elderly. We also told you that Soludo has received more commendations for his outstanding leadership style. Wike has declared displeasure over the state of emergency in Rivers State as U.S. has blamed Russia and Ukraine for the continued crisis in the zone. We remind you that security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember that security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, we must join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to security operatives for better security of life and property. Remember the emergency numbers, 5311 or 080-02-20008. And that's the news this morning, as edited by Huena Nibogo and the production team. I am David Obokwasele.